So not only do we have Lil Boosie, but we also got Trick Daddy from a Reed's date. Child, let's go ahead and get into this review. Let's get into it. And what's going on, you guys? It's be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Belle Collective Season 3, and this is Episode 5. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I plan on doing the exact same. Now, before we get into today's review, let's talk about what we got coming up on the horizon. Now, as you guys already know, well, I ain't gonna start off with this. As you guys already know, tomorrow is Sunday, and the Real Housewives of Atlanta airs, and you do know that I do live reviews right after the show. So make sure you guys tune in to that tomorrow night at 9:05 Eastern time. The link will be available after this review is up. Then, as you know, Monday is on the way, and that means that it's the Whether You Like It or Not panel night. And this time it will be right back to where it started, right here on Scotty by Nature TV. I will be hosting it, and it will be here on Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in. And then on Wednesday night, Roasted Review returns, and this time it's the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta edition. It will be me, T, and Josiah, and we'll be talking about episodes 1 and 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So make sure you guys tune in. And also, don't forget that Boys Night Out will be returning later this summer. So make sure you guys are getting ready for that, because us, as the guys, are getting ready to plan the 4th season. A fun, shady, and thought-provoking show is what it's going to be. So make sure you guys tune in this August, no later than September, because we're coming back, honey. We are definitely coming back, so make sure you guys tune in to that. But with that being said, you guys, with all that being said, it's time for us to go ahead and get into the review. Now, we start this thing off with Latrice. She's going in, to go shopping. And the next thing you know, we see Selena walking into the building. Now, apparently, Latrice and Selena has been friends for a long time. Selena has always supported Latrice in her business and her hair. And, Latrice has been to different events that Selena has thrown. They've been pretty cool. They go shopping and they just looking for a dress because Latrice has an event coming up later on in the episode. You know what I'm saying? And she's just getting herself prepared for that, honey. But Selena is there to help her out on what she looking for. And she pretty much saying, now, girl, listen, girl, now, are you going for this or are you going for that? Like, are you gonna be trying to go are you going to be trying to go simple, or are you going to be trying to go, something else? And then she was like, oh, baby, I am not going to go simple, honey. I want to be seen. I want to let the people know that I'm in the building, okay? So that's what Latrice wants the people to know. So as they're looking for dresses and stuff like that, they start talking about the guest list or whatnot. And then, Selena was like, well, girl, who is on this guest list? And then she was like, I invited all of the girls. I invited the girls. I did this. I did that. And then, Selena was like, well, I should be okay with most of this guest list. But one of them bells, honey, one of them stale bells I can't fuck with like that in so many words. That's what she was saying. And so they started talking about the tension between Selena and Gucci. And apparently it is tension between the two of them. You know what I'm saying? They it's like a total back and forth. Like, Selena was like, Gucci been hating on her. She's been saying negative things about her. She ain't never really liked her like that. It's always been a little bit of jealousy, because she knows in so many words. It's just they're making it seem like she's jealous of Selena over JJ. I don't want to believe that, because Selena and JJ ain't been together in years. So I really don't believe that. So Gucci is even mad at Selena over JJ. But it got to be something, because I don't know exactly what it is, but it got to be something. But I don't know if it's over JJ. It could be a situation where Selena and So Gucci just don't like each other. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's just the truth. Sometimes that's just the way the world go around. Everybody ain't going to like each other, and that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think, but I don't know. I don't know. But that's just what I think. You feel what I'm saying? So, but Latrice, people are saying that Latrice is messy for inviting them both, but I mean, they're both cool with her. You know what I mean? And on top of that, she don't really owe So Gucci anything right about now, because So Gucci hanging around with her op and talking shit about her. So what does she owe her? But it is what it is. So we're gonna move on to the next. and it's Letitia and Glenn. And as we know, last week we found out that Glenn's grandmother is in hospice, which hit me hard because my uncle was in hospice 2 years ago, and he died right here in the house. Yeah, last 2 years ago, back in May of 2021, he died from throat cancer. So yes, he was in hospice as well, so I know how that is. They stopped by the grandmama's house, and there's cousin Monique, and cousin Monique basically get them the bad news. Is like, the doctor said there's really nothing else that they can do, and the only thing they can do right now is just keep her comfortable right about now. Just keep her comfortable now, because that's all they can really do. They was like, well, how is she? They were like, is she sleep? Then they were saying, because Monique was basically saying, the meds, the pain meds, having her hallucinating and having her going, in and out and stuff like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So that was pretty much the gist of that. So they decided to go up in there and visit grandma. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. There are certain things that I don't mind seeing on reality TV, but then there's other things that I feel like should be sacred. And I didn't feel comfortable looking at grandma and laying in that bed, being, incoherent, couldn't really understand what was really going on, kind of delirious off the medicine and stuff like that. It was really hard to watch. It was really hard to see. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was crazy to me. I feel like some things should be off limits. And I get that this is reality TV, this is real shit. I get it. But some things can just be too real for TV. I just did not feel right looking at their grandmama laying up in their bed like that. All I could think about was my uncle and how he was laying in the den in the bed and his little hospital bed that we had in the den where he was sleeping in. And all I could think about is him and how he was laying in that bed day in and day out and in pain and getting skinnier and skinnier by the day, and his face, sinking in, and just watching him deteriorate as days go by. And it was hard to watch. And I just feel like that was just something that we shouldn't have seen. But that's just my opinion. I take that shit really. That's a sensitive thing for me. I didn't want to see that. But I get why they wanted to show it. But I feel like we probably shouldn't have seen it. That was way too sacred for me. And I love me some real reality TV. But baby, I was like, we got too much going on right here, because that was a trigger for me. Like, all I can think about is my Uncle Ken laying in that bed like that. And it was sad to see Glenn cry, and him and Letitia talking about it, and how they remember her, how they know her, and how she's always the one with a smile on her face, being very loving, and having a personality that was like the life of the party and stuff like that. But then, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like at the end of the day, it was difficult seeing her in that vulnerable state. You know what I mean? And I can only imagine how they felt watching her. It's like you watching them slip away. That is a tough thing when someone is in hospice, because that's pretty much what it is. You're watching them leave this earth. That's pretty much what this is, and it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. As much as we don't like Glenn, it still is a sad situation that I don't think that anybody would want to go through. So my prayers and my thoughts and my condolences definitely goes out to definitely go out to Glenn. So I'm sorry about that. That's a lot. So then we got Letitia and Marie. Now, Letitia comes over to Marie's house. She has some toys over for the kids, for the boys, because those are old toys that Joshua don't want no more. He getting older, so he don't need them toys no more. And she decided to bring them toys over there to Marie's grandkids and stuff like that. So as they were sitting on the couch, Letitia apologized to Marie for everything that happened with Glenn at the house and with the pop-up and stuff like that, because she never wanted that to happen. She knows that she knows that Marie was only trying to help her, but she didn't like the fact that Glenn went off on her like that. So she apologized. So as they were talking about, Marie was like, oh no, you don't have to apologize to me at all. But all I could think about was, as I was sitting in that moment and I could see how he was acting, it only made me think about the things that my husband did back in the gap when he was cheating on me. So that's all I could really think about. And, and I give Marie a hard time. I do. I give Marie a terrible time. But one thing that I can respect about Marie is that she's not fake about her emotions. Like she like you could tell that it's some real shit. When she's crying, when she's talking about it, when she speaks about it, you can feel the emotion behind every word that she's saying. So I definitely feel her and I understand her. So I get it. I understand where she's coming from. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's crazy. So all she could think about was the things that happened with Cedric and how he cheated on her. And, sometimes when you're talking to your friend about relationships and them going through certain things, and if you already been through it already, then you already know what it's given. You know what I mean? So, of course, Maria's going to dial it back and bring it back to, how she felt in the moment and what she was doing. You know what I mean? And how she was feeling, because at the end of the day, she can relate. And it's good to have friends that actually relate to certain issues in your life. I know for me, I don't like talking about my issues, but I would rather talk about those said issues that I do have with people. Well, not with people, but those said issues that I have. I'd rather talk about those issues with people that can definitely, relate, all that other stuff. So Marie was crying and stuff and was just basically telling Marie that she don't really want to see her be in the same predicament that she is, because Cedric cheated on her. But my thing is that who is Cedric to cheat on anybody? I mean, that's something that I need an answer to. Who the hell is Cedric to be cheating on anybody? And who or what is he cheating with? That's what I need to know. But Marie just got to realize that it's with the mess is really her soulmate. She already said it. That's what she need to be with. You already got Essie. You need to be worried about Glenn and Letitia. Where you got Essie. Go over there with her. So then Letitia says that she wants to set Marie up on a blind date. If I was Marie, I would have said, hell to the no, to the no, 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 You are not about to set me up on no damn date. You can't even pick the right husband for you, girl. So how you gonna set me up on the damn date? And then seeing what her type is, she got a little Boosie. How the hell is she gonna pick Marie? Pick somebody for Marie? Talking about, what type of man I like. I'm a successful woman, and I need my man to be like that. What was Cedric doing? He look like a damn plain Jane dude. He don't look like the type of man of the caliber that you would want your man to be. So what are you talking about, Marie? Then she said they need the NDA. Now I do agree with the NDA thing. I'm gonna start making people sign NDAs when they start fucking with me after a while, But I ain't nobody yet, so I really can't do that. So we're gonna move on to Latrice and Miss Mandy. Okay. They're at the new Goddess Link building. Latrice is showing Mandy around. They're walking around, and she just showing her the floor plans and everything that she got going and what she wants this place to look like. Then she starts saying that Cliff is, basically trying to take over. This is her building. This is her idea. This is what she wants to do. And Cliff is not really respecting it. But when does he ever respect any of your visions, Latrice? When does he ever do it? Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? He never respects it. At least on his screen, he shows that he could give a damn, because he already said that he don't think that you equal. He feel like you need to be barefoot and pregnant cooking damn gumbo every fucking day. That's how he see you, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So he's not going to respect it because he's the man. He runs the house. He can run the house, but he can't run your fucking business, because that's your business. He cannot run that. He can run the house. He can be the man of the house, but you the woman of the business. So whatever you want for your business is what needs to happen. Whatever he wants for your business is really null and void, and no one really gives up about what he wants for your fucking business. It's about you and what the fuck you want. That's all I'm saying. See, he got way too many opinions on shit. And I get that you his wife and he your husband and your zaddy and stuff, but he got way too many opinions. This is your shit, not his. And as she's telling Mandy about it, he pops up on her. Why does he always pop up every time we turn around? Like, can she have a scene without you being in it sometime? Like, can she have a conversation with her friend without you being around? Like, girl. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. But all I got to say is this: him. Um, keep on, Latrice. Keep on letting him run your shit. Gonna run it through the ground. So, nah, but just like Mandy said, you just need to be reminded that it's her business and not yours. Thank you, Amanda, for letting him know that. Because it's Latrice's business and not his. And that's a part of life that he got to understand. Period. Okay? It is her business, not his. And when he figures that out, things would be much better. Okay? Like, seriously, I can't. I cannot right now. No. That irks me. But Cliff irks me when he comes on his damn screen most of the time. I just got to be honest. But anyway, it's time for Letitia and Glenn. Glenn and Letitia, they go out to dinner, and she's having a date night with him, and she normally wouldn't do it, but because of the fact that grandma is sick and in hospice, she wanted to check on him and see how he's doing. And so then Glenn thanked Letitia for supporting him. And then Letitia was like, I'm going to support you. Like, we've been knowing each other for over 20 years. Like, why would I not support you? Like, I've been there for you through all this stuff. Like, I know your family. Your family is very close to me. All that other good stuff. It started off really nice. And I thought it was at first, I thought it was a nice thing that even though they're having their issues, Letitia did not mind checking in on Glenn just to see how he was doing. You know what I mean? Because regardless of them being separated, that's still his wife. So of course she wanted to know how he was doing and how he was feeling, of course. But then he had to F it up after Letitia made it clear that she still wants to be separated right now. She still wants a space of her own right now, and she needs to get her head right. But Glenn keep on saying that he doesn't want to rush nobody's healing because it doesn't happen overnight, and then he comes back with a but. There is no fucking but. You cheated on her, you went in somebody, and then you got them pregnant. Well, not got them pregnant, but you could have possibly got them pregnant. And she had to sit there on national TV and wait for a DNA test to see if you were the father. So that was already a close call. And I really feel like because you think that because you're not the father, that means that she's supposed to jump back into your arms like it ain't like nothing ever happened. That's not real, Glenn. And you got to realize that that's not fucking real. It's not real. Don't nobody do that. No one does that. Ain't nobody finna sit up here and take your motherfucking ass back just because. Okay, you passed the DNA test. The child wasn't yours. Okay, but the facts are it could have been yours because you knew that you was fucking that woman and you knew that you was going up in her. So you already knew that. So because it came out that it's not your baby, now we're supposed to go back to how it was. No, she needs time to heal. Not to mention, after the reunion, you was right back to messaging women. So it goes to show you that you wasn't really sincere about making things work with her. And that's the God's honest truth, honestly, if you want to be technical about it. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. You want things to go your way. And when you see that she is not falling for your antics and falling for your bull, because what you thought you was gonna do, you thought that that your grandmama's sickness was gonna be a way for you to manipulate that lady and have her come back into your house. That wasn't gonna happen. You tried to use your grandmama for that, and that was fucked up. Which we already knew that you was gonna do that. She ain't gotta move on your time. She gotta move on hers. And if you loved her enough, you would let her have that time. She trying to be there for you. It's clear that she still loves you. It's clear that she still cares about you. It's clear that she has some glimmer of hope for your ass if she's there for you right now. Let her have her time. You can't rush nobody's healing process, especially when you did it. It's okay. See, you don't understand that because you're not the one that got hurt. She did. So shut the fuck up and let her heal. Talking about something, you're not gonna take my family from me. You took your family for you and you decided to go out and another raw. The fuck out of here. Anyway, so Marie goes out on a blind date, child. The date is at Fanning Lane's bowling alley. Listen, y'all gotta understand. With me watching this show and I be seeing these different restaurants and different establishments that I frequent, the shit is funny. Like Fanning Lane's is the premier bowling alley. We all like to go out there to Fanning Lane's, child. But she's out there at Fanning Lane's, and then the dude walks in. He's a dark-skinned guy. He's not bad on the eyes. But when he opens up his mouth, all I see is, I don't know what this world's gonna end, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Maybe because I'm a thug. All day, every day. Maybe because I'm a thug. Wouldn't change it for the world. Because I'm a thug. That's right, you hurt, baby, because I'm a thug. Oh, yeah, check it out. Could it be my baggy jeans and my gold teeth that make me different from y'all? Trick Daddy in the house. We just had a scene with Lil Boosie. Now we got Trick Daddy in the house. Like I said, he wasn't bad looking. It's just them damn unnecessary ass goals he had in his damn mouth. So then, she make him sign the NDA. Then they start playing, they start bowling and things of that nature. And then she start asking him what he likes to do. And he likes the game. So he still play the PlayStation and shit. And then, she was like, he still play with PlayStations and my son still be doing that. Like, that's the type of stuff my son still do. All that other stuff. But it seems to me like Marie enjoyed herself on the date. Like, she had fun on the date. But at the same time, she know that he ain't her type. She ain't got no type. She ain't got no type. Essie is the only kind of thing that she likes. She just living life. And let Letitia tell it, she ain't living right. That's what she got. But in the words of Patti LaBelle, he's the wrong kind of lover for her. She enjoyed him. He had a nice personality. Don't get me wrong. Like, he seemed like he's a ball of fun. Like, he seemed like, he'll make you laugh, make you take your mind off of stuff that may be bothering you and stuff like that. Like, it seemed like he a good time. And a person can be a good time, but they're just not the type of good time that you need. They're not the good time that you desire. And that's not a good time that she desires. She wants another type of man, and he's not the type of man that she wants. You feel what I'm saying? He's not the type of man that she wants. And that's just the truth about the matter. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it. And she called Letitia. She was like, Letitia, you are wrong for this. You feel what I'm saying? She was like, girl, what you talking about? So I guess it didn't work out. Girl, if you look at Glenn, you should have known what type of man that Letitia was gonna hook you up with. And I wonder where then his name was Player. 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 That's his name, Player. Letitia. How old is Player? How old is he, girl? Cause, girl, you hooked me up with a nigga named Player. Listen, that's all I got on that. I ain't really got nothing else to say about that. And I mean nothing. I ain't got nothing else to say about that right there, period. All right. So then we're going to move on to Latrice. The models are practicing. And then she got wigs that's dedicated to all the women of the show. You got the Letitia wig, which is the Pila Hatchie Posse. You got the So Gucci wig, which is the dress for less, okay? You got the Tamara wig, which is the West Side Tam. You got the Akeisha wig, which is the Hattie Mae wig, okay? Then you got the Marie wig, which is the Monroe, okay? But that Hattie Mae fits Akeisha, most definitely. So then her and Mandy, Mandy's doing Latrice's hair. And so Mandy was like, "Do you think all the girls are coming?" And then that's when Latrice was like, "Well, I don't really think that Marie is coming, and I don't really think that So Gucci is coming because her and Marie have an alliance, and they do have one. It's very unfortunate." So yeah, and then they started talking about her issues with Josh, and Latrice is pissed off at Josh for telling her business to Akeisha, and they have not been on the same page. When they're at the store or whatnot, it's always short, like it's always business. Like, Josh, can you do this? Josh, can you do that? Is nothing else personal. It's just work, work, work. Because she said he better be lucky. I don't really feel like training nobody else. Because if that wasn't the case, Josh would have been out of my place. You know what I mean? But she said she just want loyalty from Josh, and she felt like he wasn't loyal to her. She felt like he betrayed her by running his mouth to Akeisha about her business. And I understand where she coming from with that. You know what I mean? Because if I'm your friend, I'm your friend. And regardless of the fact that you may not like my man, I don't need you going around talking about my man to somebody else. Like, her and Akeisha are cool, but they ain't friends like that to be discussing her business like that. And you talk about her business while you own her clock that she paid you to be on. You feel what I'm saying? So I get why she's upset, and I get why she's pissed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that, honestly. So, yeah. But Mandy pretty much said that she needs to talk to him about it though, because she don't need it to get to a certain point to where it bubbles over and then they don't be able to repair the relationship. And I agree with Mandy. And plus, me knowing them, Latrice and Josh been friends for a long time, long before Latrice even had their hair shop. So they've been friends, and I don't like to see friendships that have been going on for a long, extended period of time to be up by a little misstep. And sometimes that happens, but I think it could be fixed. Josh just gotta separate the friendship from her business, and she just don't need to tell him her business if she don't want him to have an opinion about her business. And that's just the truth. So we can move on to the wig line lunch. Okay. Akeisha comes in, and she's basically saying that, we keep on talking about not so Gucci. We keep on talking about Selena and how she has something going on with Cliff. But I'm starting to believe that, Selena got something going on with the wife. And so the production team asked Akeisha, are you implying that Latrice is a lesbian? She didn't say yes, and she didn't say no. Shady as fuck. So then Gucci comes in, and when she first walked through the door, she said, Latrice invited me to her event, and I'm not really feeling Latrice right now, but I'm still going to come to support because that's what I'm here to do. But you go in to support and you shade her when you first walked in. And what I mean by you shading her is she tries to greet you, then you give her this. If you going to do all that, so Gucci, why even show up? Why even show up? And it's hard for me because I like So Gucci, love Latrice, both of them from my hometown, but I got to keep it a buck. That was shady as, like, if you would have came in my event like that, shading me like that, giving me this weird ass energy, you would have got kicked the fuck out of my shit. For real, you don't come up in my shit and then shade me like that. And I invited you. Like, if you didn't want to be bothered with me, then don't show up. That's just how I feel about it. So then, Akeisha and Gucci, they greet each other, and she said that she ain't got time for Tamara because so Gucci said, I see Tamara over there with her best friend over there. And then Akeisha said, look, I ain't got time for the fake shit. You know what I mean? I'm just here to support Latrice, and that's it, honey. So then, Tamara and Selena, they were talking. And then, Selena was like, I was just trying to make sure that So Gucci spoke to my baby, talking about Sanjay, because Sanjay and Gucci spoke for a split second. And then, Sanjay was confirming that Gucci spoke. So then she says, what Tamara said? Tamara was like, so she don't speak? And then she was like, hell no. I would have to walk my sexy ass over there to speak to her. Like, so Tamara was like, so she really don't speak to you at all? She was like, no, she'll speak back if I speak first, but she don't speak to me. So Gucci comes over, and then she talks to Tamara while Selena is standing there. And then she doesn't acknowledge Selena at all. And then Gucci gets ready to walk away, Selena stops her. And then she was like, is she the only person that you see right here? And then that's when So Gucci was like, well, at the baby shower, you acted like you didn't want to speak. So, and then that's when Selena was like, at the baby shower, do you know how fucking busy I was at the baby shower? Did you try to even help at the baby shower? And then So Gucci said, no, I'm not gonna help. And then she said, you never do, and you never have, and you never will. And then they started going back and forth, and I'm like, okay, what's all this hostility coming from? Why are we doing this? And then that's when So Gucci was like, I'm not gonna stand here and talk to an extra. And so that's when Selena starts saying, I was on TV before you. I was married to JJ before you. You will always come second to me. And I'm going to show you what the extra is and all this other stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Selena started that shit. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of y'all love some Selena. Y'all love her from bringing in the D4L and all that other shit. You know, I get it. I understand. But Selena started that shit. Y'all cannot sit up here and act like she did. Why the fuck are you pressed about somebody who not speaking to you? Like, it's clear that y'all don't really rock with each other like that. It's clear that y'all don't with each other like that. I wouldn't give up if she didn't speak to me or not. It's a woman that worked with me right now. It was me and another lady talking. That woman walked past that place and only spoke to that lady next to me, and I laughed. Okay, I don't give a about you not speaking to me. It is not hurting my feelings. So it does make Selena look kind of pressed, because it's like, girl, why you so bothered that So Gucci didn't speak to you? Like, I don't understand why. Now, was it rude of So Gucci to only acknowledge Tamara and not Selena? Yes. But she don't with you, Selena. She don't with you. So it's like, okay, you know what it is, but you did that. And then she said, I mean, you didn't really want to speak to me at the baby shower, and then you got all aggressive, like, do you know how fucking busy I was at all that other stuff? You know what I'm saying? And now it look like y'all finna get into a whole brawl. So I do feel like Selena started it. I think that So Gucci lit the match. What was it? I do think that So Gucci started the fire, but you know, Selena lit the match. That's how I feel about it. Neither one of them are innocent in this situation. And that's all I see is everybody, Team Selena, Team Selena. We would rather see Selena over So Gucci. Child, I get all that. But you gotta be real. Neither one of them was right. So Gucci was rude, and Selena was looking like a complete press person trying to make somebody speak to them that she really don't quit like that. I would not give a damn. I'm just being honest. Now, before we get up out of here, it's something that I want to present to you guys right about now. I got to share my screen, honey, because apparently there's been some back and forth and on Twitter, and not to mention I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't know if you know this or not, but it's been, you know, So Gucci did an interview with Carlos King. I listened to it at work. And apparently Sanjay came up under the comments, and she pretty much called out So Gucci up on the Carlos King's interview. Now I want y'all to see what was being said. Now let's get into it. So somebody sent this, and it was like, So Gucci and her sisters respond back to So Gucci interview with Carlos King is entertaining, but it's sad at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. When I see one of the twins and D on this season, I was happy, but now, So Sanjay was up under the interview, and she basically said, with Bring It, the production never cared who So Gucci was. That's not our fault. Wasn't nobody hiding it. They just wanted my mom, us, and my dad. My dad should have spoke her up if she wanted recognition on the show. Regardless of Belle Collective seasons, if she was that involved in our lives as she say she was, she'll know that us, our mom, and Latrice are close and have been going to her events since forever. As for the baby shower, didn't she interact with my mom? So all of a sudden, all of a sudden, my mom didn't say hey to her, which caused So Gucci to walk up to my mom and Tamara, knowing that she was about to be disrespectful. She's never walked up in my mom's space and been rude like that. So it most definitely wasn't the show that got her acting the way she did. The show got So Gucci being bold and doing stuff that she ain't never did. Okay. Then she also said they love to not bring it, but clearly she wanted recognition from it. She been throwing shade at my mom for a long time, since before Bring It, but it's always behind the screen. She wouldn't dare do it in my mom's face, but all of a sudden she got this platform and thought it was going to save her that day. You get in somebody's face and suffer the consequences. The show got her head big though, because without my dad, she wouldn't be rocking no designer. So Gucci never loved us. She claimed she loved our dad, so therefore she did anything to please him. And I didn't say my mama. I didn't say, Mama, why did you do that? I said, Mom, what happened? Because I knew So Gucci did something to make her mad. She right though. She was a stepmother to us, just like our Cinderella, an evil stepmother. Okay. And then she also said, I love that So Gucci said that my mom should have waited to leave my dad because he rich now. Now you speaking the truth about who left who. Yes, my mom left my dad and he didn't want to sign the divorce papers, which was why he didn't until So Gucci forced him to sign the papers when he decided it was time for them to get married on his timing. I would be mad too if after all this time the man that you're with didn't sign some divorce papers until the year of your wedding. Meanwhile, his ex-wife been trying to get them signed years ago when she left him. We always thought So Gucci was a gold digger. My dad gave her the lifestyle she living now. So don't come for my mom clothes, but my dad is providing yours, love. Which is also why she did everything to please my dad. Cause who leaving behind their rich lifestyle? Not So Gucci. Then one of the twins responded and said, wow, Shantae, if a person was a lie, it would be you. You must have forgot when we was kids and you was told to fix our plates that you said, nah, your kid's not there, saying we wasn't your kids and we were young. You must have forgot that when we asked you for things, you said, nah, go ask your dad. You must have forgot you said you have never did anything for us and not about to start. It's more to it, but let's be real about it, ma'am. Tell the truth, love. Also, you must have forgot that you've been cyberbullying my mom for 16 plus years. Stop playing victim. It's much more, but let's keep it cute. We not gonna stoop to y'all level. And then that's when Sanjay said, "That's right, sister." Okay. So, but it's more than that that's being said because I was on what's her name? I was on So Gucci's daughter's Twitter as well, and she's also been responding. So let me see. What is her name on here? Let me try to type it in, honey. Let me try to type it in real fast. This review's supposed to be over, child. There you go. Because they've been going at it literally all since the show starts, like since the show aired last night. Okay, so we on D's Twitter because D been going back and forth with them too. So then, as you can see, that is the tweet that I just got through reading with everything on there. And then that's when D responded and retweeted that and said, them bitches was mean as fuck. And y'all can be blind because of bring it if you want to. Okay. That was the first one that I seen. Then I had to go down. So then that's when D said, that's when, come on now. Let's get it popping. Okay. So that's when D said, my mom definitely was combing her hair nights before school, helping with homework, picking up twins for coming when their dad couldn't. This is what's pissing me off. My mom wasn't here for me because she was pouring into them. And no, it's not their fault, but let's not lie, girl. Ooh, talk about deep, child. So that's pretty much like all this tea that's going on with them. And I hate to see it because this is a family situation. So it's just like, girl, it's a lot going on, but I can't wait to watch it. It's very unfortunate because it's a family issue, but oh God, like I just want to know what y'all think. I know this is a premiere, but I want to know what y'all think in the comments, child. That's all I got to say about that because they went in. Okay, so that was some behind the scenes tea for you guys because it's on there. They've been feuding on Twitter, and do what it is as you may with it. But with that being said, this be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my platform. And also like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy's up out of here. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys a little bit later.